Namaste everyone. Hope everybody's doing well. So let's have chair in front of us. We have feet together, hands on the chair, wrist and shoulder in line. I'm trying to rotate my left upper arm inwards. I have raised my right leg up and back, and I'm rotating the right thigh inwards. And now keep looking at a point. Try opening the chest to the side wall, opening to the right side, and keep the right ankle flexed, which means the toes are pointing to its face. Now only if you are stable enough here, we are stretching right arm up to ceiling. Feel free to have standing knees softly bent. Try and look up only if your neck feels alright or if you are balanced enough. Otherwise, you can look straight or look down. Keep checking the right thigh, kneecap, ankle, toes. Everything is as active as you can. Very slowly look down, hands on the hip, and bring your feet together. Hands back on the chair. Checking right foot is nicely placed on the floor. Slowly lifting left leg up and back. Left hand on the hip. I'm trying to adjust my chest here. Usually all of us tend to open up the chest a little more. So try and push the chest slightly backwards, especially the ribs, so that you reduce arch on the spine. With a straight spine, try and raise left arm up to ceiling. Fixing the eyes at a point. If you're still not balanced enough, you can have that left hand on the hip. Look down somewhere close to you, and that might give you a little more balance. Once you are steady enough, try and focus on the breath. Checking how you are breathing as you try and hold the body on one leg. Very slowly, with control, releasing the posture. Preparing for Paschimottanasana, take a tabletop spine again. Step your left leg back. Left foot stays at 45-degree angle. Right foot will stay in line with the hip. Try and push the right hip back as much as you can. Hands are on the chair. And work on straightening your knees. Looking down, neck relaxed. Focus more on pushing right hip backwards, and that will keep your hips square. You will have to see you are balancing equally on both the legs. Straight spine, and let's work on breathing through chest. Creating expansion on the chest as we inhale and releasing the chest down with the exhalation. Let's bend the knee, stepping left foot forward and preparing to switch the leg. Checking the right foot is at 45-degree angle. Adjusting both the hips in one line and start to move hips back. Especially the left hip is reaching backwards. Straightening the spine and try and have knees straight. Let's again focus on the breath. After staying here for 5 to 8 breaths, bend the front knee, feet together, hands on the hips, and take a gentle backward bend. Preparing for Paschimottanasana, stepping left leg back. Left foot is at 45-degree angle. Right knee is bent in line with the right ankle. Exhale and move right hand behind the right foot. Lifting that left hip up and stretching left arm up to ceiling. If that's too much for you, you can stay a little higher, keeping right hand on a yoga block or maybe whatever support you have available at home. Once we are steady here, we are stretching left arm over the head. Looking up only if your neck feels alright. Otherwise, look straight and see how you can create stretch for left side of the body. Continue lifting left hip high, keeping the left knee straight. Again, you'll have to see you are pressing both the foot equally on the floor. Right, let's come back to center. And we are switching the side now. Right foot back at 45-degree angle. Check both the heels are in one straight line. Keeping the left knee bent, exhale and we go down. Checking the chest, your ribs are not opening too much, otherwise you might be arching the back. Adjusting that ribs. Open up the chest, but make sure you are not creating arch on the spine. Lifting right hip up to ceiling. And arm goes over your head. Once we adjust all the body parts aligning in one direction, we want to focus on the breath now. Exhale and let's come back to center. We come on all four, bringing right knee between hands. Start to move left leg backwards. Right ankle and knee in one line. And try and tilt the body towards left side as well. So both the hips are in one straight line. Use your hands, keep it on the floor and start moving the chest backwards. You want to move the chest back and lift the sternum up. Feel free to look forward. We are looking up again only if your neck feels alright. And now let's work on breathing through chest. Next time we exhale, we are walking hands forward, coming on the forearms. You can choose to stay here, and if you find this easy, we can walk arms forward. Straight spine, straight arms. Keeping the back leg active. And let's relax here. Working on relaxed inhalation and exhalation. We are really working on holding the posture so that we generate the energy and let it flow towards the direction where it is required. Next time we inhale, let's come back to center. Tucking the back toes, lift the hip up and come back to all four again. Alright, let's switch the side. Left knee forward. Moving right leg back to sink the hips down. Ankle and knee in line. And try and move right hip down, bringing hips in one line. Shoulders back, elbow close. And let's work on opening the chest. Look for the arch on the spine. And try and look up if possible so that we work on the throat also, on the Vishuddhi chakra, which has to do with emotions and expression towards the world. Right, let's exhale and drop elbows on the floor. And now see if you want to stretch the arms forward. One side is always slightly different than the other side. If you find this side stiffer for you, you can choose to stay on the elbows. Or you can also create a little extra support for you by keeping a pillow in front of you and then have elbows on the pillow. Let's work on relaxed breathing here. Staying here, holding the posture. Inhale and let's come back to center. Tuck the back toes, lifting the hip, and we sit in Vajrasana. Hips on the heel, big toes touching each other. Preparing for Paschimottanasana. So have one scarf or a yoga strap next to you along with the pillow. Your legs widely apart. Thighs are rolled in, flexing the ankle. And have pillow on your right thigh. Hands on the floor and start turning chest towards right foot. Now squeeze that pillow and bring chest on the pillow. Moving hands. Both the hands on the right foot, elbows bend, exhale and start to move forward. Keep your chin or forehead on the floor. If holding foot is difficult for you, we have a scarf here. Wrap that scarf around right foot. Exhale, elbows bend. And start to move forward. Now that one is easy for me, so I am moving the pillow slightly more forward and dropping the forehead on the pillow. Now at the same time, keep checking your other leg is also active. Pushing back of the knee to floor, ankle is flexed. Checking the spine, if you are rounding the back, you might want to stay half away only. Keep exhaling and keep reaching forward. Feel free to have chin or the forehead on the pillow, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Next time we inhale, lifting the head up and slowly releasing the posture. Right, let's switch the side. Adjusting the pillow first. Check right thigh is rolled in, keeping it active. Pillow can stay on the thigh, or if that's easy for you, you can have it on the shin. Keep it a little low. Holding the foot, turn the chest completely to left foot. Exhale and bend forward. Elbows softly bend will help you go forward easily. Remember to have right leg active here. Once we adjust everything, we want to have eyes closed and focus on the breath. Next inhalation, let's come back to center. We have pillow in front of us now. Checking legs are still active. Start to slide the pillow forward, depending on how flexible your spine is. We can have elbows on the pillow, bent elbow, and then drop forehead down. Or you can straighten the elbow, like how I am doing it here. Elbow straight, relaxing forehead on the pillow. Making sure again the legs are still active. And let's work on the breathing now. Inhale and back to center. Bend the knees softly. Crossing the legs, Sukhasana. And take a few normal breaths here. Now we are keeping pillow behind the hips. Take one or two pillows depending again on how flexible your spine is. Stiff spine will need maybe one or two more extra pillows. We have soles together, holding the toe. Lifting the chest up, exhale, and we are trying to go forward. Chin on the floor. Or we can also have forehead down. Checking the shoulders are relaxed. Vajrasana. Here we are working on holding the posture. This is also a very good posture for all kind of menstruation related issues. It is called a boon for ladies. Next time we inhale, we are coming back to center. No change on the feet. Bring pillow a little more closer to body. Taking support of your hands, we are lying down on the back. Adjusting the neck as required. If you feel any discomfort here, you can keep one more pillow behind the neck or roll a small towel and keep it under the neck. Making sure the body is completely relaxed here, eyes closed. And now let your breath flow naturally. You want to try and hold the posture for at least 1 minute. Very slowly, use your hands, bring knees together. Moving knees to right side, take support of your left hand and be slowly sitting down on the floor. We're preparing for Paschimottanasana Angushtasana. So have a pillow on your right side. We lie down on the back. You will need a yoga strap, or maybe you can use a scarf like this if you also have a friends who borrow yoga strap and never return back to you. Never mind, use the strap. Strap around the right foot. Left hand stays on the left thigh to press it down. Exhale and very slowly try moving right foot towards right side. We want to rest the thigh and the entire leg, especially the knee, on the pillow. I'm adjusting the pillow here because I know I can move the leg slightly more higher. Once you drop that leg down, try and have your heel and hip in one line. If it's too difficult for you, you can start with the knees softly bent. As far as you are holding the posture, we are opening the hip here, relaxing the spine, and that's all it matters in the beginning. But definitely focus on opening that hip a little more by moving toes upwards towards shoulder. Looking over left shoulder now. Checking your left leg is completely active. Toes, ankle and knees. Back of the knee pushing down to the floor. Preparing to release the posture, try and come up with a straight knee, bend the knee, and we release the strap. Bring knee close to chest. Right, we can just switch the sides. I am turning the sides so that you can see the posture properly. Adjusting the pillow towards left side. Bringing that left knee to chest. Stretching the hip first, and then we adjust the strap around the foot. Straight left knee. Keep pressing right thigh down with the right hand. Check my right ankle and the toes are also active. With the exhalation, dropping left leg on the pillow. Check if you need to adjust the pillow. I'm pushing the pillow slightly more up and keeping that knee straight again. Turning head over right shoulder. And let's have a still body, letting the breath flow naturally. Preparing to come out of the posture again. Try and come up with a straight knee. Bend the knee now, hugging the knee on the chest. Exhale and slowly release. Take a moment and see how you felt about that practice. Staying here a few seconds. Let's prepare for Paschimottanasana. We have straight active legs. We have a pillow on the thigh. Taking a strap again if we have a tight hamstring. So let's have a strap or scarf around the feet. Inhale and work on lifting the chest up. You want to push the chest back and upwards first, keeping the legs straight and active. For the back issues, we can choose to stay here. And if we are ready to go forward, exhale and start to bend the elbow. Elbows bend, relaxing elbows on the floor and have chin on the pillow. You can also have forehead down if that makes you feel comfortable. People who can hold the foot easily, they will have fingers outside, thumb inside the foot and continue moving forward. Remember to have legs active, tightening navel here because it's a full forward bend. And we are using pillow so that we can relax the upper body and yet create a stretch on upper body and back of the legs. For after about a minute, you want to lift the chest up again, exhale and release the posture. We are preparing for shoulder stand, Sarvangasana. So let's lie down on the back, knees on the chest, lift the hips up and shift hands on the lower back. We want to have straight spine here. So try and walk your hands down a little, elbow and shoulder in one straight line. You might need to move elbows a little more closer. Checking ball of the foot is reaching up to ceiling, toes pointing towards face, straight knee. And here we are focusing on keeping legs active, which means we have tight thighs, tightening kneecap, and stretching ball of the feet towards the ceiling. Make sure you do that, otherwise your lower back will take all the load of the posture. Now, people who are new to this posture can go to my previous video on Sarvangasana, wherein I have explained how to get into the posture step by step using the wall. I will keep the link of the video in the description box below. Try and hold the posture for at least 60 seconds. Very slowly we are getting into Halasana. Bringing toes on the floor. Keep supporting the back until you adjust the legs. If your toes are already on the floor, we want to point the toes back, which means the toenails are on the floor. If you are balanced enough here, stretch your arms on the floor, interlocking the fingers. And again, we are staying here for about 40 to 60 seconds. Very slowly start to bend the knees, supporting back, and slowly releasing spine and legs on the floor. We are preparing for Matsyasana. So let's lift the hips up, hands under hips, straight legs. This is a variation, but the idea is to create a nice deep arch on the spine. So let's have hands under hips, lift the head up and shift top of the head on the floor. And continue lifting the chest up. Shoulders are rolled back and down, checking the toes are active along with the kneecaps. And let's breathe through chest here. Exhale, lift the head up and we slowly release. Bringing both the knees on the chest. And let's twist the spine before we get into a relaxing posture. Left hand to right knee in Sukhasana. Lengthen the spine. Exhale and start to create a twist. Try and bring both the shoulder in one straight line. Exhale and we switch the side again. Continue breathing. And let's do this for one more time. Turning the chest, creating that deep twist. And switching the side on the other side. Exhale and we come back to center. Let's prepare for our final posture, Adho Mukha Virasana. We have toes together and separate the knees widely apart. Take a pillow in front of you. If you need a little extra support, we can take 2 pillows. Pushing hips back and let your upper body relax on the pillow. Arms around the pillow, adjusting neck, shoulder, face turned to one side. And just make sure all the joints are relaxed here. People with a knee issue can get into Shavasana from here instead of practicing this posture. End the practice with Anulom Vilom Pranayama. I will keep the video link in the description box below. I shall let you relax here. I'll see you in the next video.